Carrie Gatto with Keller Williams Realty, and today I am going to interview Alisha Phipps, who is a life coach and has her own company, Nourish with Alish. Hi, Alisha, how are you?
I'm great, Carrie. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here and have this conversation with you.
Thank you. I'm really excited to learn about your business. Can you start us off just by describing your business briefly?
So as Carrie mentioned, my name is Alisha Phipps and my company is Nourish with Alish, and I am a health and life coach. And what that means is I help people live their best life. And of course, that is something different for everyone. But I primarily focus in the areas of career and relationships. And anyone knows that those are really the two areas that kind of give us the most fulfillment in our life. And when either one of those are misaligned, we ourselves feel misaligned. So that's a little bit about what I focus on.
Okay, awesome. And where are you located?
I'm located in Somerville, but of course, much of my coaching is online, and that's how I do many of my sessions. In addition, I do have some events that I do in person in the Somerville and Boston area.
Oh, great, great. What kind of events are those?
So I do an annual women's wellness retreat, and that has been typically in the greater New England area. Aside from that, I have a business partner who is a vegan chef, and we've done community dinners here at my location in Somerville. In addition to that, I do some sound healing and partner with other folks that do breath work and yoga to bring kind of a really nourishing, energetic recharge experience. And of course, I love gathering with friends. So my place tends to be a common ground for many of us where we just gather and hang out and connect.
Wow. Well, it all sounds amazing. That's great. And what inspired you to start your business?
Oh my gosh. Of course, really through my own healing journey. I spent 10 years in marketing at a medical device company, fast paced, high growth, which eventually led me to major burnout. And I realized that I was really misaligned and my life was unfulfilled, even though on paper it looked really great. I was living in California and traveling a lot. I was in a relationship. I was actually engaged, but yet all of these things were not me. And that led me to a major combustion. I had to blow it up, change everything to realign to what it is that really brings me fulfillment and peace and happiness in my life. And that meant moving back to Boston, which is where I'm from, and becoming a coach to help other people with a similar challenge.
Wow, what a great story.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, and you say you're a health coach too, right? So there's that health aspect to what you do, to your coaching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So much of our life, as I mentioned, there are these pillars of our life that bring us fulfillment, from our career to our spirituality to our friendships and relationships to physical activity. And there's a whole breadth more of that. But a big piece of that also is how we nourish ourselves, both on and off the plate. I love health and wellness. It's something that has always been of passion to me. My first certification in the world of coaching is for health coaching, which of course looks at our relationship to food and how we nourish ourselves. And so a big piece of what I love and how I live my life is in alignment to that.
Great. Well, I had a kind of a open-ended question regarding that. So, with all the
Yeah.
diets that are out there, and I've tried a lot of them,
Yeah.
how does anyone know what they should be eating?
Oh my goodness, what a great question. I'm a big believer in bio individuality, which means what could be really good for me may not be great for you. As you know, the beginning of my career was really focused on health. I also tried all the things, all the different diets and ways of living and eating so that I could be well informed for my clients. But for each individual, I think it is really individualistic. And it's a process of trial and error and trying what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and not being so attached to that particular diet, if you will, and really looking at how you can look at food as first a relationship that you have, and secondly, as something that is nourishing you. as opposed to living in strict rigidity to a particular diet that may not be best for you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And what are your goals for this year? Do you have any personal or professional goals you want to share?
Yeah, I love this question so much. Because I am a life and health coach, so much of my personal and professional life are intertwined, of course. I would say personally, well, let me start professionally. I just started a new coaching certification called Elementum, which I'm so excited about. It's really going to take my coaching and my um, abilities and skills to the next level, in addition to really my own self becoming a student again, which is really fun. I'm a forever learner, and I'm really excited about that. Uh, Personally, I would love to buy a home. I'm actually would love to build my wealth via perhaps some real estate investment properties, multifamilies, etc. And while that may not be within 2022, I feel that it's within the next year's time span for me.
That's exciting. I'd
Yeah,
love to chat about that later, maybe.
absolutely.
And what else do you like to do other than work?
A big passion of mine is horseback riding. So I've been an avid equestrian for over 25 years. I've gone in and out of having my own horse and competing to, of course, periods where I was more focused on my career. And actually, in the last 2 years since I've moved back to the Boston area, I bought a horse that I'm now training. So he's
Wow,
just turning 5 in April, which has been just such a fun experience to see him come along and change and evolve and transform. And we're really looking forward to doing some horse showing this year again, and kind of reliving some of my childhood experiences at horse shows now as an adult. So
that's really cool. I guess he doesn't live in Somerville with you?
he doesn't actually. It's a great question. A lot of people always ask me that. He's actually up in Newburyport. Yeah,
Newburyport. Nice.
a bit outside the city. Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite food?
Oh my gosh. I actually spent 7 years in San Diego, so it's definitely a hard tie between tacos, like fish tacos, a real good fish taco, and like more Asian style inspired food. No particular cuisine necessarily, but I just love that Asian foods often bring in a lot of flavors and spices and a lot of fresh vegetables and things. So those tend to be
Nice.
my two faves.
Yeah, those are both great. And lastly, Alicia, how can people contact you?
Probably the best way is I have a inquiry little form on my website, which is nourishwithalish.com. I'm also on Instagram at the same handle, nourishwithalish. And actually, if you just Google life or health coach in Somerville, you can find me on Google as well.
Excellent. And of course, we'll have all those links for people to access. So thank you so much, Alicia. It's been a real pleasure getting to know you and your business. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Carrie.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.